Now, for anybody who's watching, yes, Buza would say, who is this guy? What is he about? How would you introduce Thami Cele?
I'm a loctician.
Sure.
First,
Okay.
I'm a herbalist. What they called back home in South Africa is Sangoma.
Yeah.
Mtandazi. Yeah. We had one recently. We had SK. I don't know if you're aware of SK.
SK Khoza?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he didn't have any logs, and we started to create logs for him, and he loved it. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm sure we can do something.
Wow. How was the experience chilling with SK, man?
SK.
Because SK's got good spirit.
He's got a
The
lot
first
of.
time I met him, that guy is so energetic.
He's full of
man.
energy.
Bro, so you shook Mandela's hand.
Listen, it was big, my friend. It was like, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Maybe it was me, yeah? Finding Mandela.
Yeah. I was like, I'll keep this one. This
Did you
days.
ever get to meet Lucas Radebe? Because I believe
It was around that time, actually. My cousin was. I didn't say that.
Ah.
My cousin was
a girlfriend of
No. She has
Lucas
serious crush.
Radebe.
Serious. I'm sorry, cousin.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy MDK, Mr. I Woke Up Like This. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, leave us a comment. Today, I've got a very special guest. I don't know how to introduce this guy, so I'm going to let him introduce himself. As you know, I'm not really good with my introduction. Mr. Tamzin, I call you Thami. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Thank you very much for accepting this invitation of mine. And thank you very much for coming to the platform as well.
Yeah.
I've invaded your space, as you can see.
Yeah, you have.
But you've got a very nice space here, man. It's really good.
Thank you very much.
Now, for anybody who's watching, yes, Buza would say, who is this guy? What is he about? How would you introduce Thami Cele?
I'll say Thami Cele is Thami Cele.
Sure.
Yeah? I was born in KZN.
Okay.
Wamashu, I grew up in Enanda. My life is just being a journey, but actually, generally, I'm a loctician.
Sure.
First.
Okay.
Yep,
And
we can see that.
I'm a businessman.
Actually, I wish I had long ones a little bit, so you
We
can
can
test
hook
it.
you up,
Is it?
Yeah. We had one recently. We had SK. I don't know if you're aware of SK.
SK Khoza?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he didn't have any logs, and we started to create logs for him, and he loved it. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm sure we can do something.
Wow. How was the experience chilling with SK, man?
SK.
Because SK's got good spirit.
He's got a
The
lot
first
of.
time I met him, that guy is so energetic.
He's full of
man.
energy. He's
Yeah.
full of, and actually we come from the same township.
Is it?
Oh, wow.
That's even.
No, so you guys-
I didn't even know that he's coming from the same township as where I grew up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You met him, didn't you?
Yes. We're not going to go there.
Yeah, we met him at an event. He's
Yeah.
such a lovely guy, man. So humble, so energetic.
He is.
He's a people's person. It's
Definitely a
it's
people's
really dope.
person, that's for sure.
Yeah. But actually, I would say, Thami, I've grew up in South Africa, Durban.
Yeah.
Young men. Around time of apartheid. I was born in 70s.
Okay.
I'm not as young
Alright.
as I look, So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I experienced all kind of life generally in South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, time of apartheid.
Oh, wow. So 16 June is real life for you guys.
I would say it was, but I wasn't. I was young around
You were
that
young.
time, so I definitely don't know what was happening around, and I'm quite aware of
Is it?
life. In
How old
general.
were you at that time? So which year were you born?
I cannot reveal my age. Because listen, I'm looking too young right now, so let me rob that right now.
When you reveal, they'll probably be like, how?
I reckon my brother.
How's that
Ganti
possible?
uncle.
Yeah, hey, they'll call me fraud man now. Like,
But what do you remember about apartheid?
Yeah.
What are the glimpses that you remember?
the glimpse that I'll say I remember because
Yeah.
I did experience it when I was in primary school.
Yeah.
We started to do the riot
Yeah.
in primary school, and I was one of the guys who used to propel other students because we look up to the high schools and what they were doing at the time.
Oh.
Wow.
But that was in 80s,
Yeah.
around that time, because the struggle didn't just stop around 70s. It
Yeah.
went all the way 80s until Mandela was out of jail.
Released,
But
yeah.
yeah, so I would say I have scars to show and say, listen, look.
No
is what happened.
way.
Yes.
Can we see the scars?
And tell stories about it.
Yeah,
Mommy, I'm
which
sorry.
camera can show?
I'll say, I'm sorry, Mommy, I didn't tell you this, but
Yeah.
I was one of them guys.
I was
Wow.
doing. Wow, that was a tough time though for South Africa. Though. We come a long way, man.
It was definitely, it was.
Yeah.
So, but it made us who we are today. So, and just to remind you that it was I was in primary school at that time.
Okay.
Going to high school, I had to make a choice. You made a choice in life where you're
Yeah.
like, no. This
What
is
kind
not-
of choice are we talking about?
I was saying choice. When I started to do hair in generally,
Yeah.
I started my last day in primary school.
Mm.
I know it's unbelievable when I say that to people because
Oh, so this is not a fashion statement that just started now.
No.
It come all the way back from
From primary school, when I get to high school, I was more of
yeah.
I like fashion, I like hair, I like anything to do with beauty and
Wow.
yeah. So I'll say I'm old now. I'm getting to that age where I still appreciate it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've calmed down a little bit.
I mean, most people, they know you for doing the dreadlocks. Like you say, you've done the SK Khozas. I mean, there's so many people that have entered here.
Yes.
Where did you get the inspiration from? Who in your family is good, like with hair? Is it mom? Is it dad?
Unfortunately, no one is good with hair in my family.
Is
so
it? So where do you
I'll
get
say
that
the
from?
funny story about it, my mom,
Yeah.
I had 3 sisters. So my sisters used to refuse to do my mom's hair.
Okay.
Because I was the last born at home, so my mom would like, Thami, just tie my hair.
Okay.
Because I have to go to work on Monday.
Yeah.
So I'll just take a wool and just wrap
Just
something
wrap it
on
up.
Oh, wow.
And somehow I fell in love with that. I was kind of like, okay, maybe it's something I can do. I started doing cutting hair as a barber.
Yeah.
But in my mom's backyard,
Yeah.
I'll call my friends, come, let me cut your hair.
Yeah.
I'll be using scissors and using comb and razor, which is just a simple,
thing.
basic thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But for some reason, I found the creation. I was that creative. Well, around that time, I was like, there was no clippers where you do the professional barbering.
Yeah.
But
It was just
somehow
the scissors there.
It was just scissors. I was like,
Yeah.
I can make money out of this,
Okay.
Yeah.
So were you that business minded at that age?
At a very young age, yes.
Wow.
And how old were you at that time?
At that time, I would say I was around 13, 14.
14.
Wow.
Yes.
Let me calculate.
You're a legend in
No,
this.
don't you dare.
So what about sports activities? What about things that were done by other boys running around? Were you into any sports? Were you doing any other
Actually,
things?
in school, I used to play basketball.
Really?
Yeah, but I wasn't that great.
Bro, I'm terrible at basketball, man.
Anything to do with sport
Yeah.
and me, geez.
They're not mixing.
No. We are 2 different people.
Right.
Yeah, but,
I'm into my football a little bit.
but I will say I'm very good with my hands because anything to do with work and even because I used to like drawing as well. I like
Okay.
art, as you see in our background.
Yeah.
Not that I did that, I did not.
I was
but
about to say.
Yes.
But have you tried any paintings? Any paintings that you've done?
Back in the day when I was young, yes, I used to do a lot of painting.
Was that in school?
And in school, I went to township schools. So
Okay.
those
there's no
those
chance.
opportunities were not,
Were not there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was freestyling when you are home.
Mm.
I'll just take pen and whatever and then start drawing whatever.
Okay.
So I'll say like, I believe hair and art are kind of like the similar thing. So
Yeah, true.
I had to just propel myself into something that I think it will lead me to something better. Yeah.
Let's take the people into your journey. Here you are in South Africa. Mom is asking you to do her hair on a Monday or a Tuesday. She's going to work. For some reason, as you grow, you decide you're going to come to the UK. Who makes that decision to come to the UK? How did you come to the UK?
Okay. Just a quick one. Going back to come to the UK, finished school.
Yeah.
And I did apprenticeship in one of the salons back in South Africa. And I was more like trying to sort out. I was not that great.
Yeah.
But because for the background where I was coming from, it was more easier for me to adjust to the saloon environment.
Yeah.
The lady who helped me out, she helped me out somehow, and then it wasn't just locks only. It was more of everything that to do with hair.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I did learn quite a lot to that lady. I give it to her. Her name was Pat.
Okay.
She's still in South Africa.
So how do you meet Pat? How does Pat
I
get in
met
touch
Pat
with you?
through a friend.
Mm.
Through a friend. So Pat liked me and said, "Okay, come. I'll just teach you a few things."
Yeah.
Because even then, when I was in high school, I used to do hair.
Yeah.
In my mom's backyard. I'll get people over the weekend.
Yeah.
And I'll be making money. I was like,
Passion.
listen.
Now profit.
Yes.
But it worked out very well for
To your
me.
advantage,
Yeah,
yeah.
to my advantage actually, because I was more like saying, okay, I'm not sure about this situation, but it's working for me right now because it's taking me away from all kind of bad vibe and bad people that I think I've grew up with, and they were doing some negative stuff. If I may say so. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I was going to go into that as well because back in the days when we were young, the boys were playing football, some were playing basketball, some were stealing, doing some other things. When it comes to hair, it was looked at something that's being done by women and whatnot.
Yeah.
Was it uncomfortable for you at that time, or you didn't care, or was it not a problem at all? Because some guys would be like, are you doing hair, my brother?
Yeah. Did you not get bullied?
Did you get not bullies? Like, those kind of things.
I'll tell you one funny story.
Yeah.
I was working in this salon because sometimes I used to have temp works in the local township salons where they would call me, "Oh, come, help us out,"
Yeah.
And then at one point the police came and said, "Oh, you're a boy, you're doing hair," and then started calling me names. I was like, to me it didn't bother me at all because
wow.
I was like, I know who I am, I know who Thami is. So whatever you're saying, that is on you, my friend. It's got nothing to do with me.
That's incredible.
But again, in that time, I was still young and I didn't really care. I care less.
Yeah.
Because me, I was saying, I'm making money.
Yeah, you can say
whatever you want to say.
You had the bigger picture.
It really doesn't
Wow,
bother
that's
me at all.
amazing.
Because that can discourage you. Some people's dreams died because friends were laughing at them,
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
family were bullying them, or people were
That's so true.
commenting.
No, I was never bullied at all. I was bullied, and let me say not bullied because that was one experience that I still remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in generally, I felt I was a more popular person
Yeah.
with the ladies at that
Oh,
time.
Because
oh,
now-
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I missed the trick, bro. We were busy playing football. There's no ladies.
I'm kind of like, okay.
He's learning the game.
People are extra happy with me,
My man, I should have done hair when I was young, bro.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. So as you're doing that, and then it's growing. So how do you then take it further, one step further? So this lady helps you.
Helps me out.
Yeah.
That 1 year, and I was like, no, I can do my own thing. Found this other lady. She said, "Oh, I have a salon, and I'm about to close it down. So if you want to rent it out,
Yeah.
you can take over."
Wow.
I took over, and the salon,
It just blew and just became something
I
big.
did very well there. I still have old pictures, and I can't find them now.
Yeah.
But
You should send them to me. Send them to me. I'll show it to the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll be like, that's Thami, you still look the same. You know?
Yes, we want to see them. Yes.
Well, I must say that you do look the same in most of your pictures, man.
Yeah.
Because me and you have bumped into each other so many times.
Yeah.
There was a time when I used to bump into you. I didn't even know your name, but I would bump into you. I'd be like, my guy. Because we don't even say nothing.
No.
It's just like,
Yeah,
I see you. Yeah. That's dope.
Yeah,
man.
Thami's a
actually,
cool
I'll say
person like
positive
that.
attracts
Yeah.
positive in a way. So
Yeah.
that positive energy will tend to.
Yeah, because you've always been
So
that person.
I
who's like,
see you.
I see you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
see me.
yeah.
Yeah.
You always have a smile in your face.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I'm loving this bromance. I'm loving this bromance.
Don't do that. You
From
get
another
Thami-
castle to another castle,
Yes.
you know.
For somebody who doesn't know Durban, how would you describe Durban, Jewuti? What kind of a place is it?
Durban is very vibrant.
Yeah.
People are very friendly. You see me how I'm like.
Yeah.
I talk to, when you see me in places, you see I talk to
Everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah.
That's how the Durban is like.
Bro.
It's so vibrant in a way that you greet even you go to town, you
Yeah.
greet everyone, even if as if you know the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
how
had that
it is.
experience when I was coming to the UK in a tube train. You know, in tube train, you're meant to keep quiet, read a book.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just there like, hey, how you doing? They're looking at me like, this one.
Yeah, definitely.
And the immigrants, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a South African spirit.
It is a South African
Definitely.
spirit, yes. It's spirit of Ubuntu.
Yeah.
So we grew up in that kind of environment where your neighbor is your family.
Yeah.
You know, they'll really hook you up if they find you doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And, you know, in that kind of spirit of Ubuntu,
Yeah.
we are raised by the village in generally. So we are kind of like, okay, we are all same people. We are all same family
Yes.
within the society.
True.
You know, so I'm not going to let you do whatever. If you are being naughty, I'm going to
Yeah. Either you
sort you
report
out.
to my bobo or
Yeah,
give it a bit of a
Oh,
smack.
yeah, definitely.
Gakaluswaz.
Yeah. Listen to you. So now, Mzansi is nice. It's vibey. Christmas is warm. The weather is nice.
Uh-huh.
And then you decide, I want to go and experience the snow.
Hey.
That one is the funny story actually because when I went to when I was in South Africa, I was doing very well. I don't want to lie to you. I had my business doing very well.
Yeah.
And I met this Ghanaian gentleman. He was a very gentleman. He's a good guy.
Okay.
You know, I started introducing me into traveling and say, you know what?
Yeah.
At that time, South Africans were kind of like free to travel everywhere, with their
Passport, the visa. Yeah, yeah.
He said, listen, you are just missing an opportunity here.
Yeah.
Why don't you try and travel somewhere
Yes.
or travel in the UK or something like that?
Yeah.
But me, I'm looking at the smaller picture where I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
happy here. You know, I'm working. I'm having my
Everything is
business.
good.
Everything is sorted. Is good.
Yeah.
But then I'm thinking, is this where I want to end?
Yeah.
So I somehow I would like to expand into something and do
Bigger.
better, you know. So luckily my cousin was in this country already.
Yeah.
She was here in 1997,
Okay.
and then I came here in 1999.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
It is wow.
don't you dare start counting my
No,
age. Yeah?
don't worry. I'm doing the maths for you guys.
And we're both doing the math.
Yeah,
We were standard.
We're not even grade.
Yeah.
We stand at 4. We stand at
Yeah.
5. June 16. 1999.
You're kind of like, I wasn't born around that time. Wait a minute, Thami, how old are you? But no, we're not doing that.
99.
Yes.
What was the shocking experience
Wow.
The shocking experience
when
was,
you arrived here?
it was ice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Which
see,
month?
right.
Which month? Do you still remember which
It was
season?
September, towards end of September, I think September 28,
Okay.
1999.
So you kind of like summer disappearing.
Yes.
going into the-
Yeah. I was introduced to this cold weather. And my cousin was surprised because I was very streetwise, by the way.
Okay.
Very streetwise.
Yeah.
I didn't even tell her that I'm where I'm one. I just knocked her door and said,
Oh.
I'm here now. I said,
Oh, wow.
oh my God. You know, I was like,
Wow.
listen, I've been around, so
Yeah.
I know my way around, you know. So
Wow. So you arrive in the UK. Are there any funny stories that you can tell? Because I know when we arrive here, there's always like a funny story. There's always
Well, there are plenty of them actually.
give me a few. Give me one or two where you kind of like came here and then you try to use R1 and then they're like, "Hey, mate."
And the accent.
The one funny,
Accent as well,
the
yeah.
funniest story, because I the first time I came here, I went to Leeds,
Oh,
and you can imagine when you're there and.
Yeah.
People there, they speak English, but it's not.
yo.
I didn't say it. He said it.
Yo.
No, seriously. I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. I know I've learned my English in township.
Yeah. But what you're saying,
This language,
this
yeah.
is not English. Yeah. You know, no matter how hard I try to understand the English people there, just no. This
Was
English
it the
is not-
accent or was it?
It is the accent, my friend. It was just no.
I know, guys, the Yorkshire accent, though. It's hard.
So how do you navigate through the accent?
Listen, like I said, because I'm streetwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to fake it until you make
make
it.
it.
Okay.
In it, mate.
Yes.
mate. Yes.
Yeah. Luckily, what I did was I went to register to the college in Leeds as well.
Okay.
Because I was still into hair and doing hair generally. So I was like, okay, let me enroll to do hair, Caucasian hair and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was specializing in black people's hair generally.
Okay.
Back in South Africa. So I studied in Leeds College and but you know, sometimes you kind of like,
It's not.
this is not me.
Because you're trying to like.
Yeah, I'm trying to adjust to.
Yeah.
It's totally different.
Yeah.
From what I knew and what I
What you're used to, with due respect, obviously.
Yes, definitely. So but I used to work in other areas in life. You know, when you try to hustle to get yourself together, and you're in a new country, new everything. You know, so luckily my cousin was very supportive as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so in a way where I was able to get to somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, through her help.
Yeah.
And I appreciate her for that.
Okay.
And grateful for that as well. So yeah. But then Leeds happened. Leeds was vibing. Leeds was a lot of foreigners and whatever stories that happened there. So
Which stories are those that happen?
Yes. Which ones are those?
We want to know those stories.
oh my God.
Oh, there's two. My
So when you went to
goodness.
Leeds, the accent is different, and then you settled down. Is that where you moved first? Like
Yeah, that's why I moved first in Leeds, and then you grow and meet people,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of like I need to find myself.
Yeah.
You know, yes, I'm in Leeds, and Leeds is a small town. I can't be working in
Just a small area. Yeah,
because
City.
I had a bigger dream in my head, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not easy. It wasn't easy, but you kind of like, listen, I'm going to push as far as I can and see how much I can push and how long I can push, you know. So
Did you ever get to meet Lucas Radebe? Because I believe
it was around that time, actually. My cousin was, I didn't say that. My cousin was
a girlfriend of
No. She has
Lucas
serious crush.
Radebe.
Serious?
serious crush.
I'm sorry, cousin. Yeah.
Massive crush.
We should
yeah.
call the
Yeah.
cousin.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ask about Lucas Radebe. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was around that time, actually. It was around Lucas Radebe time. And I was a big fan of Leeds United as well.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And at one point, I worked in the stadium and he was playing there. He was like, to me, it was big.
Yeah,
Oh
it was
yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
sometimes you
gosh.
walk in town in Leeds, you see him, but you don't want to be
No,
starstruck.
yeah,
like,
you don't want to be.
oh my gosh, Lucas, yeah.
What did they call it? Groupies.
No, I couldn't do that, you know.
Wow, that's good, man.
But then there was a time where they were giving Mandela the city status.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I was working, I couldn't attend, but he was there as well in Leeds
Okay.
around that time. So
Oh wow.
Man, that's
it was amazing.
Yeah.
Because Lucas has been really big, man. He's our captain. They really love him in Leeds.
Yes,
if you get to Leeds and mention Lou, they know who it is.
He's a big man.
Man, I wish I'd met him. Damn. Anyway, so you're in Leeds now. Things are going good. You're trying to make the business and whatnot. I'm so, how can I say, fascinated by the fact that you knew this is what I wanted to do from a young, early age. And you kept pushing it. And obviously now you're doing hair as like you've got this business now. So from Leeds, take me from Leeds. What happens from Leeds?
From Leeds, actually, I met someone. Yeah. I'm not going to expand to that
Too
but
much.
yeah. But I ended up moving to to London, and I started working in Lewisham. I found a job in the hair shop where they're doing everything that I was doing back in South Africa. But unfortunately, it was more like it was a bit uncomfortable for me for some personal reasons. I was like,
this is not for me.
This is not for me as such, you know. So I ended up looking for other jobs, and you know, as when you live in this country, you can just freestyle it.
Yes,
if you know what I mean.
True.
Yeah, you can just work and find the job here and there.
Do care work.
Yeah, do all kind of stuff that you that to survive. Yeah. So I managed to survive up until get to a space where I found a permanent job where I was working in central London.
Okay.
Yeah, I was working for IBM, and I worked there as a receptionist for quite some years.
And how was the experience there at IBM?
The experience there was good because it taught me how to deal with people in generally.
Okay.
And if you look at the, I would say in terms of dealing with people. Dealing with people in generally, customer care and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And not to be shy away from anyone.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
We used to meet big bosses there.
Yeah.
American people, all kind of
people from different kinds of the world. Yeah.
Yeah. So that it actually propelled me to. I think that was just the journey of propelling me to be able to deal with the journey that I've started now and where I am right now. So I'm kind of that person where I go to a place, I'm kind of like, I'm looking at this gentleman. I'll just go and talk to you even if you don't know me. Yeah. But you'll get to know me that, okay, Thami is there. That is Thami. You know, because I make it my business to know people. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're a people's person.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So it worked better for me, actually. I think that's the journey where I was kind of like taught, or I was trained to be able to
grasp with people,
to be able to deal with people in generally, you know. So
you touched on a very important thing, like customer service. How would you compare customer service to South Africa to here?
Oh, that laugh says a lot.
Because when we talk about customer service, I'm not going to say, but I just want to hear from your side. How would you compare customer service from back in South Africa to the UK, according to you?
I'll say, according to me, customer service in South Africa in generally, it's one of those places where you're the person who have to beg and request to be served. Like, listen, can I please? Yeah, you have to be humble enough. So when you travel, you tend to understand these things as you go around. So you say you have to humble yourself. Because if you don't humble yourself, you're not getting anything. They will make sure that you humble yourself until you don't get what you want.
Bro, where do we get that from? I don't understand. How is it that when it comes to customer service, we are that bad? Like, when I say we are that bad, okay, now we are getting better. But we are that bad. Because in the UK, I remember when I came here, like I went to Tesco, I'm looking for eggs or milk or whatever. The lady would take me straight to aisle 13, whatever that
without any questions.
Without any questions, and they'll say, these are the eggs, you can, this one is £2.50, this one is whatever.
And not even give you
you
don't get none of that.
Not even spongile, so I want to phone
announcement gains are coming. What?
Like, why? What is that? Is it childhood? What is it, according to you?
It is not childhood, I will say. We I don't want to touch too much into it, but it's more of the upbringing and where we're coming from as a country.
Yeah.
And as black people in generally.
Yeah.
When I say black people, we were taught to respect certain kind of races.
Okay.
Right.
And then we did not respect ourselves as people. So we never really get to understand the value between each other as black people.
Okay.
So if then I see you as a brother, but I don't feel that I have to respect you to the same level as I respect everybody else
Oh, wow.
with other races.
Oh, wow.
That's deep, man.
That is dope, yeah. So
Wow.
professionalism is like quite segregated. We just look at it in that segregated way as well.
Yes, definitely.
That would be the same idea that this guy Vusi Tembekwayo,
Yeah,
he
it
was
was Timberway, yes.
yeah, he mentioned that idea that black people we're not ready for freedom.
Yeah.
We got freedom, but we were not ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
I won't say we were not ready. I'll say there is still a lot of work needs to be done because that was like thrown into us. And I'll agree with you, but not agree. But I'll say we were not ready in terms of understanding ourselves and loving each other and respecting each other as brothers and sisters and the importance of us as black people and the power that we hold within ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that term, because again, we went through quite a lot of trauma and traumatic experiences. So we're kind of like, I see my black person as an enemy because that's what was implanted and something that was set for us to hate each other as black people.
Yeah.
Right.
So we are still growing up from that experience to be better people, you know, but
True.
it's taking time, you know, because just for one example that I went to a restaurant, very nice posh restaurant for dinner and whatnot. And my brothers will come and greet me, mfethu unjani and da, you know, fist pump.
Fist
and then
pump, yeah.
I see the white family coming in. I'm sorry to say that, but they come in and then they treated differently,
Okay.
you know,
Right.
by my black brother. And they get served first before, because I was there before, way earlier.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like observing and the reaction and how things are done like at home. So I was like, okay, I know there's still a lot of work for us to work on. There are things that we still need to work on, you know, and grow as people and appreciate each other, you know, because now in our country, we are okay. Black people are okay.
Yeah.
Do you think money has any role to play into this?
It does.
Because when it comes to treating someone differently or with respect, if you're talking about giving a different service and whatnot, this one is going to tip me, this one is not going to tip me.
Yeah,
All those kind of
that
things.
plays a big role in that as well, because but you don't know me, so you can't just assume that I'm not going
I don't
to
have
tip
money.
you.
That is true.
And I don't have money, so
Yeah. So the assumption is that definitely
Yes.
black people won't tip you.
Yes.
So they're used to getting tips from white people
from
then.
white people, because even back in the day when we were not free, it was the process of what that was the narratives in our country. So
Wow. That means we still got a long way to go, man.
Yeah.
We still need to work on. I think it has to do with self love as well.
yes,
Self-confidence.
yeah,
You know
definitely,
what I mean?
definitely.
Because if I'm comfortable within myself and I value myself, it's easy to value the next person.
that's so true.
But if I think less of myself, then I think less of you, if you know what I mean. 'Cause
Yeah.
you are a reflection of me.
Absolutely.
That's why because you said real recognize real.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
A nice person, you like,
I don't have to ask questions and
No.
say I will just connect with you.
but if I'm Namali, when I see you, I'm like, I'm Namali.
No, listen, yeah, exactly.
Why would you have money? We don't have money. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's quite deep, man.
Yeah.
Okay, So let's move away from the politics.
Politics is it's
Yeah,
too deep. For
it's
us.
too deep. It's too deep, man. Let's get into the business side. Actually, no. Before we get into business, I've got a game that I usually play.
Uh-oh.
Just it's very light, just to lighten up things. If my technology can work, technology is not working. It's called Would You Rather. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this one's interesting.
It's very interesting.
You're quite aware of what's going on there. I'm kind of like, I'm not sure whether I'll be able to answer any of those questions.
Nah, you should be
Let's
right.
give it a go.
Let me give it a go. It's called Would You Rather. Let me see. This one, somebody wrote this one. It's not me. Would you rather wake up deaf or wake up blind?
Ooh.
I'll rather wake up blind
Why?
because deaf I can still hear. So the reason behind that, I love music. So
Oh.
music heals the soul. So
Oh, wow. That's
Yes.
a good way to think of it. Would you rather wake up deaf or blind?
Oh my days.
Me, it's obvious because I'm a teacher.
I mean, considering how often you have to repeat yourself when you're talking to me.
so the problem is there already.
Yeah, I know. Hey, we are going to Thami. Who? Thami.
Who that?
We're going to London. Where? London. Yo. Now, let's move into the next one.
Yeah.
Would you rather get it? This is good. Would you rather get a chance to speak to God once or speak to someone that you've lost in your life once?
I'd rather get a chance to speak to someone that I've lost once.
Oh, that's interesting.
I believe we are a reflection of God.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can always speak to God within self. Yes, because spirituality and who we are, it's within self. Then we look at it from outside.
That's deep, man.
That is deep. Hey, there goes your hypothetical.
Yeah. The next one. Would you rather find true love or win the lottery? Which is 5 million. Let me see what's at stake. Now, 10 million pounds. Would you rather find true love or win 10 million pounds?
Let me be honest with you. I'll go for money. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was quick.
I'm on Tombas, huh?
Let me just say this.
Okay.
You cannot find true love if you don't love yourself within self. So love starts within self.
Self, yeah.
And then you can attract love from outside. So that can
And you'll be
happen.
rich by then.
I'll be rich by then, and because I love myself that enough,
Yeah.
Okay.
that the love will just come
All
straight
right.
away to
Okay.
me, without
Wow.
working hard toward that.
Let's try this one. Would you rather know how you're going to die or when you're going to die?
I don't believe that I will die, because
Yeah.
Oh.
the only thing that dies is the body.
You're answering questions like the way she answers. The question is, would you rather know how you're going to die or when you're going to die? Whether you believe or you don't believe, we just want to know. Would you
Okay.
rather know how?
I'd rather know when.
When?
Yes.
Okay.
Because then I'm preparing myself,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I'm kind of ready mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not scared of dying in generally, because I don't know how it feels like. So
Yeah. Wow, that's fair enough.
Interesting.
That's
Yeah.
quite interesting, man.
I'm scared of feeling pain,
Yeah.
because I know how pain feels like.
Yeah.
I don't know how dying feels like. So I'm not scared of that part of life.
Right.
Yeah.
That is deep. We're gonna go into that. I know why you're giving me a spiritual answer, but we're gonna go into that, bro. This one I just made it up in my head. Would you rather meet Nelson Mandela or would you rather meet Winnie Mandela?
I've met Nelson Mandela.
Some people are like, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Tell me about that experience.
Yes.
Of course, I know you met Nelson Mandela.
Wow.
How did you meet Nelson Mandela, bro?
The funny story is with that. There was a time when the Mandela came out of jail.
Yeah.
There was a lot of turmoil that was going on fighting, people killing each other in KZN.
Yeah.
And at that time, I used to be a musician. I used to sing.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
was.
didn't know this. But you will tell us
Okay.
more.
No, I was a classical trained. So I used to from primary school. I used to sing solo, like choral music.
Operatic?
Yeah.
Yes,
Really?
Wow.
yes. I was a baritone trained
No
musician.
way.
We'll get to Mandela. Can
Okay.
you tell me about the singing, my brother? We will get to Madiba side.
Quick shot left.
So,
Okay, just to cut the story, make the story
Story
short.
short, yeah.
What happened was we were chose in the township because Wamashu, it was one of the impacted areas in terms of the violence and the killings and da.
Yeah.
And Mandela came Wamashu.
yeah.
And to just try and calm down the situation and talk to people and all that.
Yeah.
And my choir was the chosen one to be able to go and sing for Madiba at that time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so and then it was called Thokozani,
Yeah.
and it's choral music from choral choir in KwaZulu Natal.
Yeah.
And I went to that event, and that's where I just ended up shaking Mandela's hand. I was like, I'm not going to wash my hand for a very long time.
Oh, my
I wouldn't. Bro.
Yeah, I was like, did I shake Mandela's hand? I don't believe this.
Wow.
You know,
Bro, so you shook Mandela's hand.
listen,
That's
it was big,
mad.
my friend. It was like, yeah.
But take me through that. How does it feel to look at Madiba like
Yeah.
shaking the hand?
And I was young at that time as well, and it was so kind of like a very inspiring moment for me.
Wow.
That listen, whatever that you feel within self that you want to be and want to do,
Yeah.
you have an opportunity now.
Bro, that's one person I would have loved to know.
Right?
Even to shake Mandela's hand.
No, that was amazing.
Can
I
you do
don't want to-
Mandela's voice? You know South Africans, they all of them, they
Unfortunately, I cannot.
think- No, try it, bro. Just try it. You just.
I think we should hear it from MTK at this point.
I'll leave that alone.
No, but that's crazy.
But
Meeting
yeah,
Nelson
really,
Mandela, bro.
that was amazing.
That's
And it was in a
mad.
school. You know, the school's one of the local high schools.
Yeah.
Because he was there, and it was just so humbling experience.
Forget that. You're getting all the girls, bro.
That's the mind. Okay, guys, we all know what's in MTK's mind. Yeah, you heard it.
Imagine igama lam ndinguThami.
Yeah. Well, it was amazing experience, to be quite honest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's dope,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
And how does your family react to like everybody, like your friends? You've met Mandela. Are they like, yo, wow? Or
The thing is, after that experience, I did not. I'm not the type of a person who go there and brag and say, "Oh, listen, look at my hand; it was touched by Mr. Mandela." No. I said, "Listen, I'll keep this one for myself."
Oh, wow.
if it was me, yeah.
Ne?
Finding Mandela.
Yeah. I was like, I'll keep this one. And this stays in my pocket.
Me, I would have shown off in the morning, posting the stories.
Yeah,
The
but
hand,
it was quite an amazing experience.
the hand that touched Mandela.
I don't want to lie to you.
Yeah, I can imagine, bro. Wow. Now let's come back. 'Cause now we've gone way far.
We went back to South
Yeah, we
Africa
went
and
back to
back
South
again.
Africa and back. Let's come back to business. Obviously, you've always been business minded. You've got now a business now which is called Locks and Style.
Yes.
How do you come up with that name? Or is there anything that happened before you start this? Were you doing something else and something inspired you to start your own thing?
I'll say I met up a friend at the time.
Yeah.
He was already in the field of locks.
Yeah.
In generally. Me, I was in the field of hair in generally. So I was kind of like, he invited me. I was like, no, I'm done with hair, my friend. I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
And because around that time I was doing social work and stuff. So I kept on saying, come, because I know you'll be very good at this.
Yeah.
you know, and with your charisma, I'm not saying I've got one, but
Now you do have charisma.
yeah.
If I have to say it myself,
Yeah.
you do have charisma, my brother.
And you know how to talk to people, you know.
Yeah.
It's, possibly you'll do better in this business. I was like, listen, my friend, I'm done with that. Yeah. So it happened that I finished my studies.
Okay.
And I did qualify, but I've never worked as a social worker.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I don't think it's something that I can personally do, because the reason behind me studying to be a social worker was for me to go back home and open the hospice and help the young children and young people and their parents who died of AIDS and whatever around that time. Because remember, I grew up in that era where AIDS and HIV was very bad. Kind of thing. Yeah. So I was like, and sorry to digress from the question, but I'll go back to it. So I was more like thinking, in my thinking when I was studying, I was like, okay, I want to go back home and open the hospice and help the orphans who doesn't have funding for school and all that stuff. But unfortunately, it did not happen the way I planned. So it was more like, okay, because of the experience here, I said, I cannot work as a social worker here.
Oh, wow.
I was like, no, thank you, I'm okay. Yeah, so to run it bit forward, but what happened was then I was like, okay, let me just try and work with this friend of mine. And I joined him and we worked together. Everything was good for quite some time, for quite some years. Yeah, and we had good business relationship and friendship. And as you know, that sometimes friendship can go other direction. And it's one of those things that you cannot have control over. So I was kind of like, okay, I think like everything else, has got expiration date. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I think our time is done. So it's time for me to make a plan and find myself, you know, and start something else, somewhere different.
How difficult was it for you making that kind of decision?
Do you have the whole night?
I mean, you catching flight in the morning.
we are
I'm catching
almost
the bed.
halfway.
The thing is, for me, I've been in business, not just one business, but I've been doing other things outside the hair. So I've been doing property as well. So when I met a friend, there was no business in terms of salon and whatnot. That started me. I already was in a business sector in trying to build up myself. But then I'm the type of a person who don't leave anyone behind. Because from where I grew up and understanding the struggle that we've been through as Black people and South Africans in generally. So I was kind of like, I'm not leaving anyone behind, but if then I have to carry the whole world, that's what I will do to try and uplift us. And I see you have a mindset of a business person and you have a mindset of someone who's willing to grow in life and do better. If you win, I'm winning within myself.
Exactly.
You know? So I have that mindset of, listen, what do you need? How can I help? You know? If I can help you with something, I'll push you forward and push and propel you to the best that you can be.
That's
you know?
true.
So I think that's what we are lacking as. I'll speak for us as South Africans. I'm not trying to
discriminating on
anyone else, but because normally we as South Africans like to be inclusive with everyone, but we forget ourselves sometimes that we come from the struggle ourselves as well. So I am that type of a person who like, let's do it. You know, I can do that by myself without any help. But I feel that you're my brother, you're my sister. So let's all go. Let's work on this together. Let's grow together. Let's all win. Because if you are winning, even if I'm not winning anymore, but we are all going to do better at the end of the day. I'm happy for my brother that he's winning.
to win. I think that's what people don't understand, man. Because if I'm winning, there's no ways that you cannot win, provided that you're supporting me. Say if I was your friend, and you stop your dreams and you support what I'm doing, if I meet Jay-Z, you are meeting Jay-Z.
That definitely.
If I go abroad, you are going abroad.
That's exactly my
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's one thing that's lacking with, like you say, with South Africans or black people, however way you may put it, that sometimes they feel like if one person makes it, then they can't make it with them. Like, uzoba rich, then I won't be rich.
And in my sector of work where I'm working right now, I like to encourage youth as well. I don't care whether you're in the background of which background you come from, but I'm there to oversee that. Listen, okay. Oh, you are studying. What are you studying? I take interest. You know. Oh, I'm doing A, B, and C. Oh, listen. Now we are in trouble, my friend, because I'm just right there on your behind to make sure that you get finished and get yourself winning on that program, whatever you're doing.
There's no more excuses.
No. Yeah. If when you come back, tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, I take interest in people's success because I want to be able to push you if I can. Yeah. You know. Wow. Funny enough, I have few examples of people that I've pushed, but without acknowledging that that's what I'm doing, without knowing within self that I'm doing that. But they will come to me and say, oh, thank you very much. I was like, what are you thanking me for? Yeah. Because to me, it's just a natural thing.
Natural thing,
You know? So I think we are lacking that as well as people to have that natural inspiring, to be inspiration to other people like that, and inspire other people and push them to their greatness. So I do that. Yeah. Behind closed doors, I don't take any credit from no one. I don't want anyone to give me any credit because that's not for me to do. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you something really weird here. I've noticed that when you speak about yourself, you always shy away from credit, or you always shy away from being recognized, right? But I think you should get recognition. You should get the credit that you deserve. But what causes you to say, nah, I don't want to do it in front of cameras. I want to do it here. Why is it that you do that?
The reason behind that is that the greatness is not for me. The greatness is, I'm happy for the result for other people to see them succeed and win. Even if my name is not there, because that's not for me that's not my credit. Okay. But what is important for me, what makes me happy is to see somebody else like me succeed and doing better. Yeah.
Wow. That takes a strong mentality. Because I've seen some people, when they help people, they always want to be in front of camera.
Yeah, absolutely.
They always want to record.
Definitely.
Bro, we're running out of time, man. Before we go, you told me something about being a spiritual person. You're kind of a person who's very spiritual. Yeah. Can you elaborate into that? Like, what are we talking about?
Okay, when you're talking about spirituality, I'm talking about, I'm a holistic healer. Yeah. When I say holistic healer, I'm a herbalist. What they called back home in South Africa is Sangoma. Yeah. Mtandazi. I'm all rounder.
All rounder, yeah.
Say. But I don't normally. It's the first time
you've ever spoken. This.
I ever spoken about this to anyone or like in public like that. So, because I don't really call people to come to me for consultation or anything to do with that. Yeah. I believe that whoever is sent towards that direction, they will come.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So how do you then help someone? Let's say you were to see that MDK is in trouble. There's somebody hating on him, or there's somebody doing some stuff. How do you then reach out to the person without them being scared? Or how does it work? Do you see something? Do you sense something? Do you?
I'll say to you, do you see me as a scary person right now?
Scary?
No. Do you?
No.
No, you do not. Yeah. So you see the same way we are having conversation right now. Yeah. Me and you. Yeah. It'll be the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, I think this was a call-in, bro. I think I'm here for a reason. I think I'm here for a reason. There's somebody destroying me.
Yeah.
And
I'm not here to cause problems for the world.
Yeah.
I'm not here to point anyone's finger.
Yeah.
I don't do that. But
Yeah.
I'm more of a counselor.
Yeah.
I'm more of a builder. I build people. I build, because we as Southern African people, we tend to get lost along the way.
Yeah.
On who we are as people.
True.
I'm a very traditional person. I'm actually a Zulu person, so I'm very proud of who I am and my spirituality. I've been doing this since I was 14.
Wow.
Yes.
When you first discovered, or when you first realized that you've got what we call a special, I don't know if I can call it a special gift. When was that? Like, how did you discover? How did you know?
You do not know, because I used to dream quite a lot. In my dreaming, my mom took me to a church called, those Zion churches where they wear white clothes and da.
Yeah.
But I grew up in that kind of church. So when I was 14, that thing kicked in without me even realizing. I was like, no, I don't want to do any of these things. And it came to me. So it's like, oh, no.
I don't want to. But when you say I don't want to do these things, what are we talking about?
Because the thing is, this is a narrative of what people portray as when you are spiritual or gifted individual.
Yeah.
They see you as someone who's evil, someone who's bad, negative, devilish spirit and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up in that kind of era. So whereby I'm kind of like, I don't want anything to do with any of those things.
Yeah.
Without realizing that you are just rejecting yourself as an individual. That is you as a person. Because when you say, I don't want to do something, that is you. You're kind of like, I'm rejecting me as Thami. Because Thami is a spiritual person.
Sure.
So if you are rejecting yourself, you're kind of like, you are lost within yourself. And you tend not to find the right route on how to maneuver yourself around yourself, because now you are following what the narratives and what the public say about you. So it's just a matter of accepting you. It took me a long time to be able to understand that and to grow in the spirituality. It's got nothing to do with religion.
Yeah.
It's something to do with you as an
individual.
Yeah.
Wow. That's quite interesting, man. Because growing up, I mean, even now on social media, there's some people who claim to do this and claim to do that. And you can see that some of it is fake, because if somebody's doing something for the cameras, you can tell. You know what I mean? They want to be on the spotlight.
Yes.
They want to show the world, oh, I can do this, I can do that. But with you, I sense that it's something different, because you're not asking for the spotlight. You're not asking to be seen. You're just like, look, if I can help you, I will help you.
I know Thami as a Loctician. I don't know anything else. But those who know me in other way, then it's good luck for them, because maybe it works for them. I've been doing this since 2003.
Yeah.
And the journey has not been easy. Because you're trying to maneuver yourself. I'm in a foreign country.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to go home and do certain things. In spirituality, you grow. So when you are growing, a lot of things change along the way, and you become somebody that you don't even recognize yourself. But what I would say to you, I'm a very happy person.
True.
Happy spirit, happy within self.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of like, I attract everyone towards me who's happy,
who's got the same energy.
The same energy that works for me. That's the person I attract towards me.
Yeah. Would you say that space is a lonely place in a way? Because once you're comfortable with self, I feel like you start recognizing like fake people, real people. Like you are able to dissect. Now you look at the world in a different way, because now you minus too many people, because you know who's real, who's fake, who's out to get you, who's out to help you. Does it become
remember I said to you, I'm a counselor as well.
Yeah.
Some people, they go through some journeys that they don't understand themselves. So in that case, whereby someone is going through certain emotional turmoil, going through some mental turmoil, and some of them, they get too much download within themselves. And I'm there to, I understand those things because I've been through it myself. So I'm kind of like, I've learned as I go along.
So you're
along
not
the way.
judgmental towards
Yeah,
them.
so I have no judgmental towards anyone.
Yeah.
So I will say, with the job that I'm doing right now, to be a hairdresser, I'll just make one example. When a client come in with a very bad attitude and by the time they leave here, they will leave happy people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I tend to recognize people, who they are and what they're going through. So I don't take anything personal to me.
Yeah.
But I tend to see what you are going through.
So it's about them.
When you come to me, you come with that attitude that you're bringing towards me.
Yeah.
I know that's not my problem. That's not me who's behaving like that.
It's you.
That is within yourself.
Yeah.
I'm recognizing you.
Yeah.
But listen, we are not going to live here with the same attitude. You have to do better. So spirituality is not about herbs and whatnot, butagat and all that other stuff. No. Spirituality is about recognizing what we call the Ubuntu. Ubuntu goes deeper than what we recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's deep, man.
Yeah.
That's
Very real.
some proper. This is not child's play.
No.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely the kind of stuff that, Odad Madiba was dreaming for.
Of.
For our generations, for people like you.
Yeah.
But it's quite unfortunate, Uti. We've got so much airtime for people who are being broadcasted nationally.
Yeah. Negative stuff,
When it comes to
things are not really
Yeah.
useful to our society in generally, because I'm not saying I'm all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I get where you're coming from.
I don't
honestly.
want anyone to think that I'm saying, oh, Thami is changing people's lives. No. But I'm playing my part.
Yeah.
That's right.
As a gifted person.
Yeah.
And knowing how to deal with every individual in a spiritual world and spiritual rhyme.
Yeah.
And that I can connect with anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I see that this person is suffering, is struggling, is going through some issues. But it's not for me to judge you, but it's for me to try and understand you.
Yeah.
And say, let's work together, brother, sister. Let's see what we can do to be able to rectify whatever issues that you're going through.
Wow. That's amazing, man. We're out here finding the signal. Is there anything that we're going through that you need to help us with? We want sponsors. Bro, let's talk about your business. Your business is called Locks and Style Studios. How do people find you? What's your name on Instagram? What is it that you do? What is it that you can help with people? So if you can look into that camera, obviously, advertise yourself.
I'll say we work with natural hair, especially locks. And as you see what's going on around.
That is, dope.
Yeah, this is 19 years of
My goodness.
signal. This is signal. Actually.
I like this. This signal is short. That's the proper signal
that's
right
the
there.
proper signal right there. So we specialize on locks.
Yeah.
All kind. We do interlocking, retwist. We do crochet. We do starter locks. We do styling. We wash and retwist. We do quite a lot when it comes to locks. Repairs. We do starter locks. We do
There's so many that you're doing. How do people find you though? What's your thing on your handle on Instagram?
We are Locks and Style on Locks and Style Studios.
Yeah.
And we kind of like when you go to Locks and Style, you definitely
be able to see
what's going on. But we have a website as well.
Okay.
And everything is there on Instagram.
Okay.
Everything is just surrounded around Instagram. But if you type on the internet, everything is about the social media.
Locks and Style Studios.
Locks and Style Studios. We are there, so you always find us there. So,
wow.
you'll find the signal. Anyway,
Yeah.
this is 19 years of signal. So I'm connecting everyone.
Yeah, I like that, man. Because
Yeah.
I'm looking at the colors of the Loctician
Yes.
Style Studios.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's matching with this one. Here.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
You see these?
Yeah.
This is a signal. Let's just.
These are the logs. Isn't it?
It's going in there. That's a signal, my friend.
Tamza, there's one question that I always ask my guests before we finish the show. If there's anyone in your life that has played a major role or a big role that you want to give flowers to, whether they will be dead or alive, who would that person be? If there's anyone that you'd like to give flowers to say, you know what, if it wasn't for you, my life would not be the same. I just want to thank you. Whether they'd be dead or alive, who would that person be?
That would be my mother.
Wow.
Yes. She's still alive. She's 87 years old.
Rah.
Yes. And she's amazing woman.
Okay. Why are we giving flowers to mom?
Yeah, Mom, I'm giving this flower to you.
Yeah.
You're the most special woman in my life. So that's why I respect women in generally because of her. So I understand the value
Yeah.
they bring to us, and
So she's always been there for you.
she's always been there for me.
Wow. That is amazing, man. Unfortunately, I would have loved to talk to you for...
There is more, but unfortunately,
time.
listen, our time is like, no. You are saying, the signal is cut off now, yeah.
Unless if there's anything that you want to tell me that I didn't ask. Because one, I know that you do amateur logs. Secondly, I know you were born in South Africa. Thirdly, I know, Guti, you're a very spiritual person. I didn't know that you do music. You can sing. Actually, I saw you sing with Heritage Day, man.
Linrick.
Lenric Toto.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Yeah, because me, I was DJing, and then before I know, you were on your...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, the
African
thing is with
attire.
that, we
Do you and Lenric know each other from
we
way
know
back?
each other. We used to sing. We had a group called The Anointed.
Is it?
Yeah, where we used to sing together. It's a gospel music, gospel group.
Yeah.
We've got 2 CDs. You can find them
With
on,
Lenric Toto?
on
Are
iTunes.
you
Wow.
for real? For what?
Are you being for real?
I am for real. like you said, I'm not a person who like to be there in people's faces, but
yeah.
I do things behind.
I mean,
Who-
it's a
who did-
whole album, not
Yeah.
a single.
there is
a whole
one. The
album.
first one is the whole album, but I was more like I was doing one song with them.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm more of a classical trained than anything else, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does she know you as Thami, or does she know you? Who does she call you?
They call me Thami.
No, I mean Lenric Toto. Like,
Yeah.
does she call you
She
Thami?
called me Mkulu.
Mkulu.
Of course.
Do you know what? I was meant to get her on the podcast, but she was performing somewhere, so
Yeah.
we were not able to get her on the on,
Yeah,
on
she's
the podcast.
done very well for herself, and I'm very proud of her.
So if you called her and say this is Mkulu, she would know.
She will know. who
Ah,
that
we're
is.
connecting the phone. No. Where's that? Have you got her
For
number?
real?
No, for real.
Okay.
I'm gonna call her and be
Okay.
like, okay, I won't prank her too long because
Yeah, no.
I'm just gonna be like,
She's
hey,
married, you know.
I know. So please let's call her, bro. Yeah. If you've got a number, I'm
Yeah.
gonna prank her for, I promise, 30 seconds, and then I've spoken to her before, so she might probably
That's
Might
fine.
recognize your voice.
she might recognize my voice. But I'm gonna try. Lenric, I hope she answers. She's probably singing or performing somewhere. What time are we on? Whoa. 1 hour 23. See if we can find the call.
Let me see. Sega.
I hope she doesn't say hi. Okay.
I'll put the anointed because anointed.
Wait, we're calling her with your number.
Yeah, you can call her by my number if you want to.
I can't prank her if it's your number.
Okay, just you.
Do you think she'll take a private number?
I'll try her.
Let's try.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you and these new phones. Which one is this? iPhone 16.
This one is 17. It's not out yet.
Phones. Where do you prove? Okay, phone there. Show caller ID. Nope. Okay, so I've showed no caller ID. Yo, my phone are complicated. Is it anointed? Yeah, it's calling. Do you want to put the headphones on?
Oh.
Can't take your call right now.
Ah, she's going on voicemail. Let me try again.
She's always busy.
I know.
Lynn.
Can't take your call right now. Just leave your message after the tone. When you're done, press hash or just...
Ah, she's going on voicemail.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Ah, sorry guys. Sorry, we tried. Let me try again.
Lynn.
Why is she going on voicemail? Oh, no. Okay, we're gonna have to wrap it up, bro. Bro, thank you very much, man. I really appreciate you coming to the show or accepting us to come out here, man. You've been amazing. It's been a great. So thank you very much.
I didn't know what to do, and I was like, I'm going to freestyle here,
Yeah.
because I can't plan anything.
No, I didn't plan as well. So it's a freestyle for you. It's a freestyle for me. It's really amazing. I hope people come to do their hair. I'm gonna come and do mine as they grow.
We have sis Nancy. Nancy has played a
Big role,
show,
yeah.
so-
Tell me about you and Sis Nancy. Are you guys partners?
Sis Nancy is my business partner.
Wow.
So we actually been starting this journey together
Yeah.
from my old shop, and then we are here now. So.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you Sis Nancy. Please come over here. Just say 2 words. She's not going to come.
She is
She's
so
Very shy.
You know what? Just give her the mic. Just give her the mic. At least you won't see her face.
Yeah.
At least we can hear the voice.
right next to me.
Sis Nancy, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So tell me about this gentleman. How long have you known this guy?
Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
I don't want to go there.
Since 2016.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How would you describe Thami? I wish he wasn't here because now you're going to be biased.
No,
You're
I'm
gonna
not gonna be biased.
He's a nice guy.
No, he's not.
Me,
No,
nice
it's
and me.
not.
Yes.
We don't get along.
We try and keep some mental health meds for him.
Yeah.
He's on another level of crazy. No, he's not a good person.
So when he started this business, did you guys start together? Did you join him in the middle? How did it start?
We started together.
Together. Wow.
From scratch.
And you're going all the way.
This was a dump when we came here.
Is it?
Yeah.
you-
We fought a lot painting.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to paint.
Yeah. And he just
He taught
you.
me.
Wow.
But it was not nice.
Nah, it's nice to meet you. I think you guys have a great space here. I really love it. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's warm. It's welcoming. As you enter through the doors, you just feel like, you know what? I'm at home.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a strange place.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you guys carry on. I'm gonna come and do my things. My Baba's gonna watch this and think.
Yeah. Listen.
No, Njay, listen, man. Thank you very much, bro.
Thank you,
I
brother.
really appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, I've seen you around as a brother, and I was like, you know what, we really need to do this. So I'm glad that it's done, and I hope people receive it nicely, and you get some people coming through your door as well.
I'm very grateful of you, my friend, my brother, and that this finding the signal.
Yeah,
Since you've looked at this,
yeah,
this is a signal. Also.
that's a strong
The,
signal.
the
right
signal
there.
is going all the way.
Oh yeah, we received that.
Now we receive.
I tend to say, I wish amathonga nabantu abadala, amadlozi,
Yeah,
umvelinqangi,
sure.
babe nani, banikhulise.
Yeah,
Emsebenzini wonke enwenzayo. I'm asked to speak in my tongue because
Yeah.
I think we connect better in our
in your
in my
home language.
my
Yeah,
home language. So
I feel like saying Togoza, but I don't know when does Togoza come in.
because
Togoza.
Thokoza mkhulu.
Yeah, I don't know when it comes in, but
you don't know whether Mkulu is there or Gogo is
it's
there.
there. Yeah,
Yes, I just say Thokoze Dlozi.
Togoza signal.
Thokoza tonga, Thokoza signal.
Togoza.
Okay.
Miss Anonymous, thank you very much.
Siyabonga.
You've always been great.
Thank you.
Tamzin, thank you very much for coming.
Siyabonga
man.
kakhulu.
Yeah, it's so
Thank
hard
you
to
so
say
much.
goodbye, man. and I wish we could go on.
It's
and on
lovely,
and
you
on.
know. That I did tell you that. Listen, once
Yeah.
you start with me, it never stops.
It never
eh?
stops.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, 100%.
I know there's more layers to discover,
Oh,
but
yeah.
we'll leave it to some other time.
Yeah,
and we can carry on. And I want
And
to say good luck with your business as well.
Thank you very much. I wish you all the best for the good work you're doing for our community.
Yeah.
And we're all behind you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so we will support you all the way.
Thokoza signal.
Hey, that's a signal. Well, Lele.
Let me stop recording.